Hello, this is Mr. Bradsby. We're going to do a little more multiplication today. We're going to do the two-digit like 46 times 62, two-digit number times a two-digit number again. And we'll start with a little review. And the first one is the expanded notation model, the expanded form, okay? And what we do is think about expanded form. We take 46 and we write it as 40 plus 6. That's the expanded form. What is the expanded form of 62? That's right, 60 plus 2. And then you multiply, okay? So I'm going to start over here with the 2, and I'm going to do 2 times both of these. 2 times 6, that is 12. Okay? Then 2 times 40. So you multiply 2 times the 40 plus the 6. Okay, 2 times 40 is 80. Now we go over to the 60. 60 times 6. Well, 60 is a 10, so I'm going to put down a 0. 6 times 6 is 36. 360. That's 60 6 times. Okay, and then lastly, you got to multiply 60 times both of them, and then 60 times the 40. And this time, the 60 has 10s, 6 10s. 40 has 10s, 2 10s. So I'm going to put down the 2 zeros, because that takes care of the 10s and the 10, right? 10 times 10, 100, and that's what I've got, hundreds. 4 times 6 is 24. I hope that makes sense. Though you've got a 10 and a 10, your 10 times 10 is going to be 100. So the answer, 6 times 4, 24, is 2400. Okay, then we're ready just to add them up. 2, 0, 0, 0. 2 plus 0, 0, 0 is 2. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 6, 15. And when we add, we got another group to carry over. This is in case a group of 100. So that's what that 1 means. It means I'm adding 100 to it. 4 and 4, 3 and 1 is 4. 4 and 4 is 800. And no more thousand, just the 2,000. So there it is. There's your expanded form. Expanded form. Okay, expanded form. Well, the next thing is the shortened expanded form, right? This is the shortened. Expanded form. Okay? And what we do there, I like to talk about it as like using our imagination or using what we know. We'll take the same problem and show you how that works. The expanded form is I think in myself what I know. I know this is 2 times 6. 2 times 6 is 12. Okay? Now I think 2 times 4, and that is 8. Except, oops, see? See what happens if you're not paying attention? Okay, 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times, but here's where it becomes. This 4 is in the tens place. So this is 40. 2 times 40. So I put down the 0 because it's in the tens place. And 2 times 4 is 8. So there's 80. Okay? Now, look at that's exactly what we did over here, isn't it? 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 40 is 80. Okay, and this is the one we're carrying there. Here's the 80. Okay, we're doing exactly the same, except I'm thinking about these things and what their place value is. So now I've got to do the same thing we did before with the expanded. I got to multiply the 60. This is this is 60, just like over on here. This is 60, but I'm thinking about it. 60 times 6. Well, I got to have that 0 because it's 6D, tens. 6 times 6, 36, 360. Now I've got 60, this is 60, and this is 40. 60 times 40, so this will be 2 zeros, hundreds. 6 times 4 is 24. So look at what we did. We did exactly the same thing, except I'm thinking about these as their place value indicates. This is 2, this is 6 ones. This is tens, this is tens. So that's the place they're in. And when we multiply, we have to think about 60 times 6, 1 0, 36. 60 times 40, 2 zeros and 24. Because this is a 10, this is a 10, the answer will be hundreds. So look how much more convenient it would be if we could use our imagination or our thought process. These are things we know. We know these are ones and these are tens. These are ones, these are tens. And so when we multiply, we just think about those. Well, let's check and make sure we get the same answer. Everything's the same, we should. 1 and 8 is 9, and 9 and 6 is 15. Again, carry 100 over, 1 over, because this was 15, 1,000, or 150, so we carry the hundreds over. 4, 3 and 1, 4, and 4 is 8, 28, 52. Yep, we get the same answer. So there's two of the methods we've talked about with multiplication. I hope you can work on this because that's a good way to do it. It gives all the numbers just like we did with the expanded form, only we can write them straight down, add them up, and be done. Well, the last one, I don't know if you had much time to practice it or not, but the shortcut method. I think it'd be fun. You just go to your parents and say, work this problem for me, show me how you do it, and you'll see, I'm sure they use the shortcut method. All right, so here we go, shortcut method. And it's 2 times 6 is 12, but we just write down the 2 and carry over the 10, because that was 12. So rather than writing the 12 down, I'm going to put it up here. Because then 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Okay, I don't have this so you can see it, but what we did with the expanded form, thinking about it, we did 12, 2 times 6, 2 times 40 is 80. So look at that. What I did was I carried this 1, 10 over and added it to the 8 and got the 92. Because that's exactly what we'd do if we did it 12 and 80, we'd get 92. I hope you see that this is really the same, except when I carry that 1 over, that's the 1 from the 12 that I'm going to add on to the sum. 8 and 1 is 92. And then the next multiplication gives you the next 2 when we were doing it, which is 60 times 6, 360, right? 60 times 6. 60 times 40, 2 zeros and 24. Okay? Now watch how I do this time, and you'll see that this is these two done together. Okay, now this is 6D I'm multiplying by, so I am going to put down a 0 here because that's a 10. So 60 times 6, 6 times 6 is 36, put the 6 down, carry the 3 tens over, okay? 6 times 4 is 24, and then add 3, 24 and 3 is 27. 27. Boy, why won't you give me a 27? There. Okay, so now we add these up and let me show you. This is the 360 and the 6 times 60 times 40, 240. We add them up, we get 0, 6, 7, 27, 60. You see that? So this is a shortcut way of getting, this one takes care of these two, this one takes care of these two. We add those up, 2, 15, 8, 28, 52, which is what we got for the other problems. So there's your shortcut method. One more time, suppose I had 39 times 17, shortcut method. 7 times 9, that's 63. I carry the 6. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 plus 6 is 27. Okay? 1 is 39, but this has a 0 because it's 10. 39. 3, 16, 3 and 3, 6. 2 and 1, 3, 3, 6. So there's another example of the shortcut method. This is for multiplying these two and getting them. This is multiplying those two, getting them, and just add them up. So there's an example of the shortcut method. Okay, well, I've written 2 problems down here. I want you to take and put me on pause, write these problems down, and work them. And when you get through, come back to me and we'll look at the answers. Okay? So put me on pause and work these 2 problems. You can use any method that you want, but just work these problems. All right, did you get them done? All right, I'm going to do these one by the shortened expanded form method and one by the shortcut again. Okay, if I'm using the expanded form method, I'm multiplying 3 times 8 to get 24. 3 times 20, okay, that's 60. 60 times 8, so it's a 0 because it's 60, and 8 is 48. Now, 60 times 20, that's 2 tens, that's 100. 60 times 20, 2 times 6 is 12. Okay, add that up. 4, 8, 16. Okay, carry 100 over. 1 and 4, 5 plus 2 is 7. And 1 by itself, add 1 is 1. Okay, so I hope that's what you got for the answer. No matter which way you looked at, that's the answer. Okay, this one I'm going to do by the shortcut method again. 8 times 3, 24, carry the 2 tens over. 8 times 7, 56, 57, 58, adding 2 more. Okay, now I'm going to multiply by 10, right? So put down a 0. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 7 is 7. Add them. 4, 11, 13. 1,314. So there's your answers. Hopefully you got those. The teachers can answer any questions you have about this lesson, and I'll bet they have some more practice for you. Enjoy the mathematics.